Welcome back, Rivals. This is Xonia, and you are in the zone. So I've been thinking about some things recently about what I want to continue to do on my channel, and one of the things that really popped up with me is that I've been watching a whole lot of pack openings. I love opening packs. I love watching people open packs. Maybe you've heard the term before, cardboard crack. Totally feels like that to me. I love opening booster packs. And I don't really have a lot of chances to do that for you guys on screen because I don't spend a whole lot of my own money. But now that I've been put into a mod role, I do receive some credits each time there is a new release as kind of payment for me trying to take care of all of the message boards, dealing with all of the guild stuff, and trying to answer questions that you guys may have for me. And I really appreciate that, Boostr. Thank you very much. But I think a lot of people, a lot of the mods kind of try to keep it on the down low as if it's some kind of giant secret that we shouldn't be talking about. And I realized that I was doing that as well. I was trying to open packs without you guys kind of seeing them because I didn't want to get in trouble or make people feel bad. And I just think that's ridiculous. I think instead of hiding the fact that they do give me these credits, I think I should be opening packs for you guys because I feel like one of the reasons that they helped let me become a mod was because of the fact that I'm doing this YouTube channel. And so I really want to be putting forth and showing you guys kind of the fun of being able to open these packs and enjoying all of the stuff that Urban Rivals has to offer for you. And so weekly, or whenever the new cards come out, I'm going to start opening packs for you guys and recording it so that you guys can see the cool stuff that you could potentially pull from packs and that you can enjoy the really good pack pulls and the really bad pack pulls that I get as well, because it's sometimes, you know, it's really fun to watch someone get really bad pack pulls. And so hopefully you can get that through my channel next as well. One of the reasons that, I just want to say that I'm really sorry that I'm only going to get these two videos out this week, this one and then my ELO video, because I really wanted to get out my Hurricane clan review this week, and I have it finished. I have all the dialogue written out, and I have like 75% of the PowerPoint slides ready, but I did not finish it in time, and so I just really want to apologize for that, guys. It will be next week, I promise. You will see the Hurricane clan review. And one of the reasons that I was not able to finish it, again, I know I keep offering these excuses, I'm really sorry, but hopefully this will be something exciting for you as well, was that we were finishing up my clan. I told you last week we had our clan's New Year's event, LOA New Year's event, and we've been playing that for 3.5 months now. It started in January, and now, obviously, it is the middle of April. And just yesterday night, we finished it up. I was playing against two of the other really top-tier guys in my guild, Impala SS and Sword AVG. Absolutely amazing players. Watch out for them. They are totally going to kill you if you run into them, so you better be really careful around them. They were both beating me towards the end, and you know, it was a really close match, and it basically came down to the very last 5 matches as to who was going to win and who wasn't. And all of this was made possible thanks to our guild founder, which was Grey Claws. Thank you so much for hosting, Grey Claws. All of this was made possible because of RG. RG LOA has been a upstanding, amazing mod for this game for years, and I'm just so proud to be in his guild, and one of the people who knows him, and he has been so giving. He is absolutely amazing. I think he's done more for the game than anyone else that I personally have known in my own guild, even though I know some of the people who came even before him did a whole lot for the English-speaking community as well. RG is just a really amazing guy. If you ever have any troubles, I highly recommend you talk to him because he is very knowledgeable, and there's nothing that gets past this guy. He's amazing. Well, we went ahead and we played those last 5 matches, and you know, my friend will say that it's because maybe I'm better, but it's totally untrue. It's just, you know, sometimes in this game I really do believe that it just comes down to the pulls that you get. And if you happen to get more DR than the other guy, then you're going to end up winning. And that has absolutely nothing to do with your skill in playing. Now, if you've got a really high skill, maybe you can still make up for it and beat someone who has a better hand than you. But in general, there are certain situations where you just end up with a better hand, hands down, and there isn't a whole lot the other person can do for you. And that is what ended up happening, I believe, and as you can see now, RG LOA, his DJ Core CR for the winner, and I just honestly, I cannot even believe it that I was able to win and get this card. But ultimately, you know what, guys, when I look at this DJ Core, and this is one thing I really want to impart to the rest of you guys, because I think this is a really important life lesson as well. Oh my gosh, Xonia is getting all moral with me. Sorry, just let me go on my soapbox for a minute. This card, right after I got it, I'll be honest, I didn't freak out. I wasn't like, oh yeah, I finally got a deal. Well, I mean, I did kind of do that. Ultimately, my main thought was I really enjoyed the last 3.5 months playing with my guildmates. And I think that's one of the things that's really important about a game like Urban Rivals as well, is that it's about the people that you're playing with more than just the cards. And of course the cards are great. Of course everybody wants DJ Core, everybody wants the Big Five. Everybody wants that stuff because, you know, then, oh, that makes me the cool kid on the block. I don't want you guys to think I'm cool because of DJ Core, though. You know, like, I want you guys to be like, hey, Xonia knows what he's doing in this game, and it doesn't matter what cards he has. And I have that with my guildmates, I believe, and that's one reason why I really treasure the time that we just spent doing this. DJ Core is just a bonus on top of that. And of course, since RG was so kind to give him out, and he is at 0 XP, now I am stuck in this impossible dilemma of do I level DJ Core or not, because of course I want to play with Core. If you've got Core, you want to play with him. But he's also pristine, mint condition, 0 XP, which means even more to me because the number of 0 XP DJ Cores is much lower than the number of DJ Cores in and of themselves. And so I'm kind of torn between whether or not I want to leave this as kind of the gem in my collection right now, or if I want to actually play with it. And I think for now, what I've decided, at least at the moment, is that I'm not going to play with DJ Core, because I just kind of like having him as a collection thing, and I feel like if I start whipping out DJ Core, I'm going to start getting lazy with the rest of my cards, and I don't want to get lazy. Like, I want to try and stay at the top of my game. And so for now, at least, I think I'm going to leave him at 0 XP. But ultimately, what I really want to say out here is I know Sword watches my videos. I don't know if Impala watches them, but guys, you guys did amazing. Any other day, you totally would have beaten me. That's all there really is to it. I just happened to get lucky on the day that we had it, and I played well, you played well, we all played well. It's not like, you know, I was just infinitely better, but, you know, guys, when I end up with a Kayla CR plus Amber, you know, that's not really anything to do with my skill. It's just, man, you've got Kayla CR and Amber, the game's pretty much already over. And so I really just want to say, especially to Sword, you know, I've really appreciated playing with you. To Impala, I've really appreciated playing with you guys. And I really look forward and hope that we can continue playing just as much in the future, though perhaps at a slightly lower scale, because, man, we played a whole lot of matches in the last 3 months. Anyway, so that's one of the reasons I have not gotten any other videos out yet, is because I've been practicing and trying to do well so that I had a chance to win this card. And just thanks to the draws and the luck, and then a couple really lucky pill plays, I was able to get a hold of DJ Core, and it could have very easily gone the other way, and Sword would have beaten me. So anyway, let's just get to these pack openings. Probably if you just skipped here, then that's fine. Don't worry about it. All that announcement stuff is great and nice and all. But I think one of the real fun things is a couple of my subscribers, actually, a couple of you have asked me to do some of these pack pulls and then try to explain and talk about all of the New Bloods that just came out. And I really do want to talk about the New Blood cards. I think that's really great. So I think what I'm going to start making these videos into is a pack opening and talk about the New Bloods episode every other week, and hopefully that'll be something fun for you guys, because I don't think anybody else really has talked very much about these New Bloods. I know a couple of the other YouTubers, the UR YouTubers, have done these in the past, but they don't do them regularly, I think, and so I want to try and do kind of a regular one for you. So first, let's start with these pack pulls. I've got 170 credits, so some of those are from finishing up the rare missions. I've been working a lot on missions again recently, so some of these credits are from that. So let's just look at these Mega New Bloods. I'm just going to open one at a time because, you know, I really love it. The first thing I'm just going to say quickly, I'm going to have a pack video for you guys hopefully soon on how to best use this. I'm not going to be doing the best thing for this. I'm only going to be going for Mega New Bloods, at least for right now, because in Mega New Blood, if you look at the list of cards, which is right down here, you can get right now, we still have some really amazing cards in packs here, specifically Emperor Sloan. This is the card that everybody wants, everyone is looking for. I definitely want to get a hold of more of these before they go out of packs. And so Emperor Sloan I am going to be shooting for, and that's why all of my stuff has gone into the Mega New Bloods, because it's one of the best opportunities to actually get a hold of Emperor Sloan. We got a whole lot of really good cards in here. Dr. Eliza is still really good. Pavel is a really good card. Missing Shoes, so-so. Drac, really awesome card. Oh, we got that issue here. Leonard is okay, whatever. I'm not a huge fan of Leonard right now, but that's because I don't play a whole lot of Rescue in general. Joy is a really good card. I've got a whole bunch of her already, though. We've also got, who else is in here? Lafleur. Lafleur is a really awesome rare as well. Emperor Sloan, of course, obviously. Django is an absolutely amazing Geist card. Anyone who says he's bad is, sorry, you're wrong. And we've got Sabrina. Sabrina, absolutely amazing new powerhouse for uppers. Absolutely recommend getting a hold of that card. Antoinette, an amazing, definitely new staple 2-star card. As you can see, just lots of these, like Fairbanks, absolutely dominating card now. The mono replacement that's going to kill pretty much anything on the board. Tormenta, which is a super powerhouse 2-star, the first one for Frozen. Really awesome 2-star card. And then we've got other cards up here like Lock. Lock is an amazing card. I love this card, the copy out bonus, the 7/7s with copy out bonus. This card is going to be amazing in the future. Mandy's a lot better than a lot of people have given her credit for. And then we've got PR Balthazar, which is also an amazing Riots card that just came out. And then we've got the 4 new ones, which we'll talk about more in a bit. But let's just see what we can get. So we're going to go in here, and again, just one at a time. So let's open up our first pack and see what we get. Who are we going to get? Who are we going to get? Okay, El Mariachi, excellent. Okay, so we've got Lucky Noel here. So our Noel card, honestly, Lucky Noel is not that great of a card because of the stop, but that's okay, whatever. Steven Dan is an amazing plus life card for FPC. He's got really low power, but he's pretty good overall. If you get a hold of Steven Dan, I would say just keep one. Terra as well is an amazing 8 power Sacrom 5-star, which is amazing, but her ability is Kill Shot. Which can be helpful. It can help with forcing those pills, which can be really good for Sacrom. However, it's going to be really hard because Sacrom does a whole lot of DR stuff, which means people aren't going to be pilling a whole lot. They're always going to have a lot of pills ready to go against Terra. But she's a really good way to kind of come back from that DR stuff. We've got Gems, who is a so-so Berserk 5-star. She's good, but she's very reliant upon her ability. SOA absolutely kills her. Then we've got Walkie. Walkie's absolutely amazing. I've gotten her before. It says new because I sold off my old Walkies. This is an absolutely amazing new staple. Really glad to finally get hold of one of them. Cindy, another amazing 3-star card for Jungo. I really like this. I think Cindy is what the plus or the minus power damage should be. I think the min needs to be much higher because otherwise you get these really overpowered low DRs that also have really amazing minus life. So you either try and give them really good DR that happens to give them this overpowered plus like minus life ability, or you give them a decent minus power ability that gives them kind of a not as good DR, but I think that's the way that it should be, because otherwise I think it's a little too overpowered to give them such low mins. And then El Mariachi, which is absolutely going to be a staple in Hurricane. I'm glad that I got another one of him. 3 power, another copy out bonus card, absolutely amazing. El Mariachi, really, really great card. So I'm very happy with this pack. I think I definitely got my 40 credits worth in this one. Let's go back down here again. Take a look at our next pack. Alright, who are we going to get this time? Okay. Oh, we got Slayer! Yes! And Floyd! And Sparkle! 3 of the 4! Oh my gosh! Oh, that's amazing! I have not bought any of these cards yet, so as you can see, this unlocks most of the missions for me. So this is amazing. I'm going to definitely sell Slayer as soon as this video is over, because she is worth so much right now. Okay, let's just go through these. So we've got Sybil. I cannot believe how good Sybil is for a 2-star. Very shaky card, but amazing as a 2-star for Nightmare. She has turned out to be an absolutely amazing new staple, kind of powerhouse 2-star for Nightmare. I really, really like this card. Going to be very cheap in the future because she's just a 2-star common, but man, you want to get a hold of Sybil, definitely. We already talked about Steven Dan. Slayer, oh my gosh, we'll talk more about her later. I'm so glad I got her in a pack. I can't believe it. Only 2. It makes me want to not buy any more packs because I've already hit 3 of the 4, and the rare as well. Sparkle, an amazing 2-star as well. I'll talk more about him later. Angora, 7/2 SOB for Vortex. Really good SOB card. However, there are a lot of other 2-star cards that she's really got to compete with. Cards like Vector or Sea-Wing, which I don't know if I would recommend putting her in over them. I really like Sea-Wing. I guess that's just a personal thing. And then we've got Floyd here. Again, I will talk about him more later as well. But that's awesome. I can't believe all 3 in one pack. That's amazing. I don't think I've ever gotten 3 of the new release in just one pack. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Alright, the reason that's so great is it means that I can basically sell Siblia, or I can sell Slayer off and buy Sibilia, good no. Man, got Vortex on the brain. I can sell Slayer off and get a hold of Empress Sloan, another Empress Sloan. In our third pack. I mean, wouldn't it be so awesome if I got an Empress Sloan? Oh, there's Django. Django, awesome. All right. Okay, so we've got Choco here. A lot of people are saying Choco, if you read the stuff, that she's a very niche card. I think Choco is amazing. I think a lot of people have given her a lot less credit than what she really deserves. I really like Choco as a 3-star card for the Pussycats. They really are kind of struggling in the 3-star area because all of their amazing 3-stars, they have a lot of good 3-stars. They're all ELO banned. They're all banned, which is just a real shame. We already talked about Tara. How about Khan? Khan here, an amazing 5-star card for FPC. I think a lot of people will underestimate him as well. An 8/6, basically an 8/8 with defeat plus 3 life. This is the kind of card that you definitely want. Even though I normally say defeat is not the best, when it's an 8/8 just booming at you, Khan is amazing, especially in T2. So this is a card you're definitely going to want to pick up for FPC in T2, which is really going to help FPC kind of jump back into maybe the T2 scene and have a shot in there. She has her ups and downs. The reason I don't like Celine is that she's got confidence, and it is +1 per, I believe it's life left. But because of that, and because she's confidence, I'm not sure if I can really recommend her because I think she's only 6 power, and so I'm not a huge fan of her. But as far as a common 5-star goes, she's not that bad for Nightmare, and can definitely work in there if you want a Nightmare 5-star that will actually do damage. That is available, because your other really good ones are very, very, very weak to SOA. They're 8 and 7 power. Both Mephisto, which is 8/2 with +5 life, and Ozzy, which is 7/1 with -6 op life, min 0. Both amazing cards, but just completely wrecked by SOA. And so Celine is kind of a decent, I guess, alternate option if you really want that damage. And we've got Django. Django, 4-star. He is basically just a latent version of Rolf, and Rolf is an absolute powerhouse, and Django can do one more. Django to Rolf is exactly like what we were seeing Amir was to Rob CR, and you can see Rob CR has an outrageous price. And Amir has just shot up in price as well. Django is going to do the exact same thing. Django is one of those cards that you are going to want to buy now, because as soon as Django leaves packs, his price, I can almost guarantee, is going to shoot up. Please don't quote me on this, though. Watch somebody, sell a whole bunch of their Djangos for like nothing, and then everyone's like, Xonia, I spent all my money getting Django because you said it was a sure bet. Just look at the price that Toro is. He's at like 40+K, and he is an uncommon who's been around forever. Django is a rare, and he's new, and with market prices fluctuating as much as they have, and with the big buyers really eating stuff up, I think Django is going to go up a lot in price, and he is an absolutely amazing card. You definitely want to get a hold of Django. Mama Killa, amazing card. Love Mama Killa. Definitely want to get her. 7/4 with +1 Regin, which is amazing for Hurricane. I definitely recommend getting Mama Killa in your deck. Navi, a lot of people don't like Navi because she's 6/8, but she's got that at least +10 attack. And because she's got that 8 damage, that helps her to KO with like everything in skills. And so if there's no DR on the board, Navi is going to be a huge pain. And the kind of card that you're actually probably going to want to bust out in early rounds. I like Navi. I think she's a good card. Is she the best card? No, she's not the best card. But as far as setting up 2-hit KOs, I think that Navi could potentially be better in certain decks, especially for newer players that are still kind of trying to learn the game and don't want to have to try and do those tricky, like, Fury Winds or trying to slot in some other stuff. Because a lot of the really good cards and skills that are lower stars have 4 damage on them. And so that's why I think Navi is going to be a lot better than some people give her credit for. So I really think she's a great card you're definitely going to get a hold of, especially if you're a newer player. Alright, let's do our last pack opening. We're going to do Mega New Bloods again. Oh man, can we get another Slayer or an Emperor Sloan? Can we get another one? Is that greedy? I think it's greedy. Oh, El Mariachi again! Alright. I am, again, more than happy with that because I'm sure his price is going to go up as well. Alright, so let's take a look at what we got in this one. So we've got Lucky Noel. Already talked about her. Baka. Baka is an amazing card. It's basically the Uranus new version with a little bit more power, a little less damage, and latent DR instead of the early round stuff that you can pull out because of the -1 DR +1 -1 growth of -1 DR each round. Really good card. I definitely recommend it, but you got to be careful that you don't rely on him too much, otherwise you might get yourself in trouble. Again, we talked about El Mariachi, Steven Dan, Gems. Fastbender, an amazing card. I really think Fastbender is going to be one of those kind of 3-star cards that kind of is potentially a staple for a very, very, very long time in Riots, because of the fact that he's 8-3 with the Revenge +2, gives him 10 power and 5 damage if he's got the Revenge, and I just think that that is absolutely amazing for Riots. That's exactly the kind of card that they want, I believe, in their 3-star as far as damage is concerned as well, and so I really like Fastbender. I think he's going to be a great card to invest in as well, potentially. Alright, so those were my packs. Okay guys, so it looks like we got 2 of Gems, 1 of Khan, 3 of Steven Dan, 1 of Django, 2 of El Mariachi, 1 Mama Kia, 3 of Cindy, 1 Floyd, Sybil, Celine, Choco, Slayer, 2 Lucky Noels, a Walkie, Fastbender, Baka, 2 Terras, Navi, Sparkle, and Angora. Now let me go ahead and we'll skip straight to the review. So this is the deck. I just want to give a big shout out to White Dragon again. He always puts these up pretty much every week. If you want to read his reviews, you can check that out in the announcement for the cards on the main thread. This is the deck that he's got. I'm just going to use this so that you can see the full version of each of these cards. Alright, so first let's talk about Raul over here. Raul is a 4-star card for All-Stars. He is 7-4, which means that he's going to be a virtual 9, which is absolutely amazing for All-Stars. A lot of their cards are only 6 power, which means that he's going to get that 1 extra power, which I find really does make a huge difference. However, his ability is Kill Shot, which is +5 life. This is going to be good because of the minus power, which may help out. However, it is also going to be difficult for Owl because Kill Shot is Kill Shot. You know, it's just really difficult for All-Stars and for clans like this to be able to get the Kill Shot off versus a lot of Attack Manip clans. But because he's got this -2 power against Attack Manip clans, that's going to really reduce their power, which means that he may actually be able to get off that Kill Shot a little bit easier than people think he will. And if he does, that makes him a 7-9. That is crazy. I definitely think this card has some potential, especially if you go in big with him for 9. We might start seeing a lot more All-Stars decks with DR in order to allow Raul to really go in far, because people are going to underestimate the fact that Raul is able to hit basically 11 life gap with a Fury. And then if you're able to follow up with cards, let's say like Marina, even though Marina is yellow banned, that's just a huge life gap that we're going to have to really look out for. So be careful of Raul. Again, Raul is based on the Fist of the North Star main character, and that's why his bio says because that's the move he is, and you hear that in Japanese. I'm sure you all are just laughing at my crazy Anyway, I really think Raul is a good card. I would not buy him now because his price is definitely going to fall quite a bit because of this Kill Shot. However, don't underestimate this card. He is quite good, a little better than I think some people give him credit for. Floyd here in La Junta. Floyd, 3-star, 7-4, Revenge, -3 op power, -1. This is like a much more stable Trish. Oh my goodness, this is an amazing card for La Junta. Floyd, I have a feeling he's going to get banned like ASAP, or at least like a tourney penalty, because this card is insane. I cannot believe how good this card is. Even though he's got this Revenge going for him, with -3 op power, this will allow him to take on the likes of even Uluwatu, because, you know, 10 is the base power. Most cards do not hit 11, and almost all are 10 or less, even from the plus powers, and most are only going to be 8, which means that you're going to be pulling most cards down to 5 or less power. And because there's no min, that means that Floyd can even take on cards like Kalis CR, and leave cards like Kalis CR or even Sparkle at 1 power, which is just going to absolutely wreck them. He's got a high enough power that he's going to be able to get around a whole lot of the attack manipulation, because he's got that power. And so you're really going to want to look out for Floyd, because this card is definitely going to start to become, maybe, I don't know if I'd say he's a staple, but he is a really strong 3-star card, and he may have the potential to become a staple in La Junta. There are a lot of really good 3-star cards in La Junta, but a lot of them are very shaky, and I don't think most of them are as stable as our boy Floyd here is. And so I would really recommend picking up a copy of Floyd, though maybe not right now. His price is a little high at the moment. Next, we've got Slayer. Slayer, 5-star card for Pussycats. This is a love-hate card, I can see, for a lot of people. If you go to the forums, you're going to see a lot of people that really, really dislike this card. And one of the reasons a lot of people say they don't like this card is because they're comparing Slayer to Diana. And Diana is 4-star, 8/4 plus 3 life. So it's basically the same card, but with 1 more power. Slayer has a 1 more power. And people are saying, I don't want to pay a whole extra star for just 1 more power and then put all that risk onto my 5-star. And I can understand that. I think that that's a very viable reason to not want to necessarily play Slayer. However, I'm not sure that I technically agree with this for several reasons. One of the reasons is that Diana is ELO banned. Like, seriously, banned faster than anything you could believe. And so, if you're expecting to see a whole lot more on a card that's the same as that, as a 5-star, you know the Pussycats, they were just going to get it banned immediately anyway. If it was 9/5 plus 3 life, probably banned immediately. This is a very balanced card for Pussycats 5-star, which is hard to do and amazing. Now, the reason that I do like Slayer, first off, a lot of people are like, well, I don't like cards that are split. And I don't particularly like them either. I understand that. However, because of the DR here, and we'll get into this a bit later, I like the fact that it's kind of structured like this. Slayer is much more resistant to DR. And especially when you've got a whole lot of 5-star cards coming out now with these huge DR values on them, like min 4 or min 3, Slayer is still going to be able to create that kind of 6 life gap against cards like that, which is going to especially make Slayer amazing in T2 for Pussycats, which may help Pussycats to get back into the T2 area a little bit stronger. The issue, again, the biggest issue here a lot of people are coming up with is versus SOA, and people are saying, well, a lot of cards have issues with SOA, so there's no reason to get angry at it, but when you're losing half your damage, I think that is a big deal. Now, the reason that I think that it's not as bad as people are making it out to be is that, you know, usually decks aren't packing 2 SOA cards in their abilities. Most of the time when you're saying, I'm really worried about SOA, it's because you're going to be playing Geist, it's because you're going to be playing Roots. And in those decks, like, the kind of trade-off between the Geist and Roots versus Pussycats is that Pussycats has their DR, which is the only clan that is going to be able to DR against Roots, which is going to put them, and against Roots and Geist, which is going to put them in a really bad situation. But to have this Pussycats card also have 9 power means that a lot of those Geists and a lot of those Roots decks have issues with power. And so Slayer is going to be able to kill cards that would normally be able to stop, you know, even though a card like Yuki is going to be able to absolutely dominate Slayer, you just don't throw Slayer against Yuki. Like, you just find a different one. I do think there are going to be issues against Roots specifically, but versus Geist, Slayer is not that bad at all, especially since you're not going to see a whole lot of the other cards in play that are both DR, and the only really other one would be Bristone. Bristone is the only real DR, and she is ELO banned, so you don't have to worry about that. But Slayer is going to be able to get over a lot of these cards like Staff House, which is 6 power with plus pills. You kind of get worried about, oh man, what if they really go in deep with the pills? But Slayer with 9 power is just going to be able to absolutely crush cards like that. Even a 7 power Geist card, which is average, you know, you're looking at 6.5 average for most of the Geist cards. If you look at my review, Slayer is going to be absolutely amazing against them with the 9 power. And so I think there's a really good trade-off here where Slayer is still going to be able to win with 4, and because of the minus damage, it's still probably going to be able to make a big difference, and Slayer can be kind of saved as the kind of wall 5-star as opposed to being the large life gap 5-star. So I think Slayer is going to see a lot more play, and people are going to be very split about Slayer, but I really like Slayer overall. Alright, and then we've also got Sparkle. Sparkle heal for skills. Obviously, a lot of people, the obvious thing is all you need is a little bit of attack manipulation, and Sparkle is absolutely dead. But I think the thing that the people are missing about this is that Sparkle is going to be able to pull those cards below their min, or to their min. Even if you've got an 8-power card like Jackie CR versus Sparkle, Sparkle is still going to force Jackie to have to pill 1. And I think that's where the real beauty of Sparkle is that Sparkle is going to force people to pill. Because they're going to either be at 2 power or 3 power. And so even though you might say, oh, but Montana will absolutely rip him to pieces, well, Sparkle is going to pull them down to 2 power, which means that they're going to need to play 4 in order to beat Sparkle. And that is the kind of thing that I really want to have in my 2-star. You know, you're not expecting your 2-star to be able to go toe-to-toe with people like Jackie CR or, you know, crazy cards with all this. You just want to try and get them to spend a pill or do something against your 2-star, and Sparkle is definitely going to be able to do that. And if he goes against someone or any kind of power manip as well, his power is so low that he is not going to be touched by any power manip cards unless they're min 1 or min 2. And that's why Sparkle is really going to be, I think, a problem, is that Sparkle is going to get hit by these cards that have, you know, the -2 power and damage min 1. Those cards are really going to put the hurt on Sparkle, because Sparkle losing any power below what he's already got is really going to put him in a bad situation, just as much as that attack manipulation. And so while I don't think Sparkle is the best card ever, I do think he does have his place, and he will force opponents to pill, which is great. He's also just a cute card, and to me, I think of Sparkle as kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, he kind of looks like Sonic to me with the crystal, even though I know he's kind of based on the Vortex crystal stuff, and so it's not really that. I'm just going to kind of consider him to be Sparkle the Hedgehog, whatever. And sorry, just going back really quick, Slayer, I forgot to mention, is basically based off of Blade, but it is the Genderbender Blade. Blade was a vampire that bit a guy who became a vampire, has the sword. Vampire Hunter as well, even though he is a vampire. Absolutely great. You should definitely watch the movies or figure things out. I know a lot of people didn't like them. I thought they were okay, but that was way a long time ago when I was a kid, a lot more forgiving. Anyway, overall, really enjoy these new Bloods. Some of my friends and some of my guildmates were saying they're a little bit less exciting than some of the past ones we've had, and I do agree. I think this one is a little less exciting than some of the ones in the past, but I think the real star here is going to be Floyd. Floyd is the one card that you're definitely going to want to look at for future, and Slayer is also a card that we may see some serious play with, because the other better 5-stars really are not an option, and that 9 power is just, it's so alluring. It's something that you really want on your squad if you can help it. And so I hope you enjoyed this New Blood review. If you've got any ideas, any things you think I missed, any other comments you'd like to say, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think of the 4 New Bloods for this week. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, if you like this, then please make sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to share it with your friends if you really liked it. And as always, don't forget to subscribe for more of my Urban Rivals videos. This is Xonia, and you've been in the zone.